Ladies and gentlemen, I'll call to order the public hearing on the proposed revision of Section 7-53 and Section 7-54 of the New Milford Code of Ordinances, littering and dumping. And this is basically a revision to increase the fines and penalties for individuals that are found to have illegally littered and dumped in violation of the ordinance. So I'll ask for any public comment from the public or discussion. Okay. All right, seeing no public comment or discussion, I will close this public hearing on the revision to the ordinances. Thank you. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll call to order the regular town council meeting, April 25th, 2016. Item 1 on the agenda, as always, is the Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 2 on the agenda is public comments. Mr. Barrett, do we have any signed up?
Yes, we have Katie Francis. You're the only one signed up, Katie. Stepping down from
I'm just putting on another volunteer hat, community volunteer, not municipal volunteer at this moment. For those of you who don't know, there is next week on Tuesday and Wednesday is the Give Local campaign through the Connecticut Community Foundation. But other than that, there's also the New Milford Community Volunteer Fest. And this is a new gathering of not-for-profit volunteer groups. We are going to have a fest, if you will, at the Home Depot parking lot. They were kind enough to give us the space. And it's pretty much 30-plus nonprofit volunteer organizations under the tents to just tell you what they do, who they serve, what they might need. This is not necessarily to ask for money. Many of these groups really just need some hands, volunteers to help. So it's May 3rd from noon until 8 p.m. I have some little flyers I'll pass out for you. If you would just spread the word to your coworkers and your friends, there are almost 100,000 hours expended in 2015, and that does not include those of us sitting around this table and the other groups that work in the government of the town. So when you think about it, it's a very big impact on our quality of life, and I think that there are a lot of these groups that people don't understand what they do or who they serve, and they might be interested to find out and maybe lend a hand. So I just ask that if you're out and about on Tuesday, May 3rd, stop over at the Home Depot. We've got crafts for kids, activities, music, cookies from the culinary school. Thank you.
Super, thank you.
Thank you, Katie. Wow, thank you.
Robin, do you have one? We can put that on our page.
Yeah, it's going to be
perfect.
from her.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll definitely put that on our Facebook page.
Thank you.
Great. Any other comments? Hearing none, we'll move on to item 3, approval of the prior minutes.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Yes.
Quick one, even though I missed the meeting, I noticed that there wasn't, it just said Mary Jane had moved the motion forward, but there was no vote mentioned in the minutes.
On which one?
I apologize for your, the ordinance for the New Milford Code of Ordinance, under C, Article Littering, on page 8.
Oh, I see.
Just, you know what I mean? Just missed
the ordinance? Because that was to set the a date for the public comment, which we had at 6:45. So
right, exactly. I think you just normally, in most of the minutes over the years, they've just mentioned who voted. It's normally unanimous, but it's just not in there, just for housekeeping.
I believe it was. Okay, we could.
All right, no problem.
With that amendment, was there anything else? I haven't. Actually, let's take too much of a look.
Yeah, you see right on page 8? You normally mention who makes the motion and then who
It looks
votes.
like it just disappeared.
It may have.
Disappeared.
It is, it looks like it just disappeared.
Okay. I know there was a vote and it was unanimous.
Yeah, probably not
So,
sure.
okay.
It makes total sense.
So we
but-
could,
Yeah, just make an adjustment to it so we're not.
that's fine. Any other comments on the minutes?
Friendly,
Okay.
that's a friendly amendment,
As a friendly
so we
amendment.
don't have to vote on it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries, thank you. Alright, item 4 on the agenda, I don't really have any comments tonight, I'm looking to, so let's just get to it. Item 5 is the tax collector, the April 2016 refunds, entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the April 2016 refunds in the amount of $4,774.29, leaving a balance of $7,269.59.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Item 6. So this is the discussion and possible action to set the date for the annual town budget meeting and the budget referendum. I'd entertain a motion for a May 24th vote, which puts a May 10th annual town budget meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Be it hereby resolved that the Milford Town Council authorizes and directs Mayor David R. Gronbach to warn and convene the annual town budget meeting to be held on Tuesday, May 10th, 2016 at 7 p.m. in the E. Paul Martin Room of Town Hall at 10 Main Street, pursuant to sections 502 and 707 of the Charter of the Town of New Milford. The purpose of this meeting is to receive public comment and discuss the proposed town government and Board of Education portions of the budget as prepared by the Board of Finance in and for said town for the ensuing fiscal year July 1st, 2016 to and including June 30th, 2017, and to vote on the following motion: that real estate and non-motor vehicle personnel property taxes for property on the October 1st, 2015 grand list be payable in 2 equal installments due on July 1st, 2016 and January 1st, 2017, except that the motor vehicle property taxes and any property tax that not in excess of $100 shall be due in a single payment as authorized by Connecticut law. And be it further resolved that the town council authorizes and directs the town clerk to timely warn the budget referendum and to conduct same on Tuesday, May 24th, 2016, in accordance with section 707 of the Milford Town Charter.
Okay, any discussion? Mr. Wargo?
And you're gonna have the public hearing the May 10th here?
Yes.
You're gonna have enough room? We usually have it at the high school. Or Sarah Noble at the auditorium.
You tell
But I mean, I don't know
It's
who.
not always there, it's just, I think
Yeah, it
maybe
is. I
one
never
time,
remember it in here.
once or twice we've been at the high school, Frank, but only if there's been some.
If nobody's gonna object to the budget, then you'll have plenty of room. But if it gets out that you want to, you might have a situation where the fire marshal could say, you're over capacity.
Mm-hmm.
And then where do you move it? It's
Yeah,
too late to
safety's
move it
sake.
someplace.
It may be prudent.
I'm open to suggestions. Have you
Yeah,
ever I mean, what's the capacity been in years past? What's
It's fluctuated. I've been
10, could be 300.
at these hearings at the auditorium in the high school where there was 150, 200 people.
Yeah.
right?
But I would say the last 6 or
Last
7
year.
years we've been here and it hasn't been an issue.
Well,
I
just
I
ask you
raised
as
the
a
point. I don't-
Yeah.
just as a point. There's no authority to change it before it goes to referendum. So, what would a huge turnout accomplish? I guess at the end of the day.
I don't know.
Okay. I'm just trying to.
But I do just-
Practically speaking, I'm just trying to figure out.
Just an area out.
Is it okay?
I think
Get stuff off their chest.
I'll defer to what the town council thinks, if this is sufficient or if you think we need a bigger forum.
I'll give my opinion. My opinion is we haven't had a large turnout in the last couple of 3, 4, and I don't see why it would be different this time.
I don't either.
What do you
No,
think?
I don't think it's the same.
I mean, if there was a huge tax increase, then I'd say get the high school.
Right, then we get the high school.
Right.
Yes,
Put it on the-
right, you
on the
can.
football
Right.
field.
Yeah, they'll be coming out in droves, but
Right.
not for this. They're not.
So if it's okay with everybody, then we'll notice it for this room, and if we get a sense that it's going to exceed capacity, maybe we could always amend it, beforehand if we need to. But
I don't think it's going to be a problem.
okay. So, yes, Mr. Bear.
Come on, Walt. The last part of the date to be conducted.
That's Mel.
Okay, I thought I heard 2015. That
It was
should-
written on the paper, but I said 2016.
Did you say 20?
2015 grant.
Oh, it is 16. Oh,
It says
right.
2015.
15 grand list.
No, it says, I think.
Yeah, it does say it right here on the bottom.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It should be 26,
It
26.
should be 16,
Very
yeah.
And that's what I
Good
read
catch.
to you,
Oh,
was 2016.
You read it 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
The eyes are still good.
Well, the
We all still have 2015 on the paper,
Okay, I'm over it.
but I read it to you correctly.
No, that's good.
I fixed it.
Yeah.
All right.
We need some sun, Walter.
Good job.
Any further discussion?
Need a second?
Oh, I thought we had a second.
I
got a second.
Yes, Scott had seconded. So all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. All right, item 7A. I'll just entertain a motion, Mary Jean, if you'd like to, regarding
Okay.
7A.
Move that the town of Milford participate with the 2016 Connecticut Neighborhood Assistance Act NAA program, and to authorize the mayor to set a public hearing for Monday, May 23rd, 2016 at 6:45 p.m. to consider program proposals received by that date.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. 7B is the discussion and possible action regarding the revision of section 7-53 and 7-54 of the New Milford ordinances, littering and dumping. By way of background, we did conduct a public hearing at 6:45. There was no public comment or public anything. So that being said, I suppose we entertain a motion now to adopt the revised ordinances.
Okay, make a motion to adopt the proposed revision of Chapter 7, Article 4, Section 7-53 and 7-54 of the New Milford Code of Ordinances, littering and dumping.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, so that ordinance will be revised. Thank you. Let's see, so there is the, item C is the discussion and application for a grant to be used for the creation of a residential drop-off organics program at the recycling center, and to execute any documents regarding that. Entertain a motion.
Make a motion to authorize Mayor David R. Gronbach to execute an application to the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection for a grant to be used for the creation and implementation of a residential drop-off organics program and organics composting program at the recycling center. And further action, authorizing the mayor to execute any or all other documents relating to same and to enter into an assistance agreement with the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection to obtain said grant and funds.
Second.
And just by way of discussion, this is a program that's being promoted through, I believe, HRA to start to collect and recycle organics at our recycling center. And the idea would be that it would provide compost for the town and for town citizens. And it's another waste stream that just doesn't have to wind up in landfills that we should be recycling and kind of putting back into the community. So it's this seems to be the trend, and I'd like New Milford to be a leader on this as well. We've got the space because we're not accepting waste oil anymore at the recycling center, so it provides a nice spot for it over there. So this grant will help us to get this underway. And it's a very exciting, and I think for especially New Milford with its agricultural background, a very fitting kind of proposition. So, yes, Mary Jane.
Well, I'd like to say I'm very happy to see this come about because I compost all my vegetables, scraps and all that kind of stuff. But the bears love it.
Yeah.
So it may help us, with the problem with the bears coming into people's backyards because they definitely love compost and it draws them right in. And I got up Saturday morning and our compost bucket was squished.
Yeah.
Totally squished.
Well, that's probably a disincentive for people to even compost that want to. So
Yeah,
this will be a good opportunity.
It's a good thing. So
Excellent.
yeah.
All right, so all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Fantastic, thank you. Item 8, we have Public Works, and this is, well, I guess I'll just entertain a motion, Mary Jane.
I'd like to make a motion to call a special town meeting to approve the town's purchase or taking of easements for the Wellsville Avenue Bridge project.
Second. Recommending our next town council meeting for May 9th, I think 6:50 should suffice. Does anybody else have any discussion? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
In the E. Paul Martin.
In the E. Paul Martin room, yes. Very good, thank you.
Who seconded that?
That was Scott. Or was Katie or Scott?
Maybe whichever one got there first.
Item 9 on the agenda is the Women's Club of Greater New Milford and possible action to close off the southern and northern crossovers on the green Saturday, June 4th for the 20th annual Teddy Bear Family Craft
Second.
Festival.
Or move.
Somebody's gotta
Make a
move.
motion?
Make the motion?
No, I'm just
I'll
reading
make
it.
the motion.
So moved.
So moved, okay.
Anything for the teddy bears.
Sure. It's kind of hard to vote against the teddy bears. So any further
There's
discussion?
no future.
Yeah. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Very good. Looking forward to seeing them there. And item 10 on the agenda, sorry I had to wait so long, Peg, but social services, and this is the discussion possible action to accept a donation from the Joe and Kathy Moker from Hip Road of a 2000 Dodge Caravan. You do have a discussion about this from Ms. Molina as the last page of your attachment number 10, that describes what they're using now in terms of a kind of a van that's been run down, and that this would allow them to use, even though it's a 2000, it's in much better shape. They can use it for food bank and to collect donations and to do some transporting as well. So it certainly seems like a timely donation. Do we have?
I'll make a motion to
Okay.
accept the donation of a 2000 Dodge Caravan from Joe and Kathy Moker, 11 Hip Road, New Milford.
Okay, second.
And then we can send a letter from the mayor's office thanking them for the donation.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you, and I will certainly thank the Mokers for their donation. All
Nothing
right.
further, Mr. Mayor.
Motion.
to adjourn.
All in favor?
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
This is quick.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.